Hey, YouTube. It's Nicole Y. Moore. I'm coming to you from my kitchen. I'm making some din din for the family. It's a real chill day. I'm roughly 2 glasses of wine in and happy, but I had some random thoughts that I wanted to get down and document for you all. So, in the news, there are a few things that I had some commentary to talk about. Number one is obviously we have all seen Ariane and her baby daddy publicly together. And that's something we weren't sure we would ever see. But we seeing it. It's happening. It's happening. And I know she's happy. Even though the first video that I saw her in, she was smiling, but not smiling. It was kind of weird. And then in the second video that we seen her in, obviously, we see her in her actual role, which is going to be a mother to his children while they're with him, because he don't know what the hell to do with them. And so I'm guessing it's because his mama Marlene had to sell her house behind her son's fuck shit. And I'm quite sure that is not what she wanted to do. Quite sure. But if you really think about it, Melody had her hands in so much of the success of Martell and those that he was taking care of, that without her being there and with Martell standing alone and on his own, they all failed. The cards came fumbling down. And it's a true testament to how much he relied on her. And it's a true testament to how foul he did her. And now his karma is coming. Now, does he recognize it? Is he willing to take accountability at this point? No, he's still not. And who knows if he ever will. But that's not the point. The point is, just like Tisha said, if you made me, make another one. Just like Jay-Z said, if you made me, make another one. Well, Martell, if you made Melody, make another one. I bet you it won't be the same. I bet you it won't mean the same. I bet you the fruits of that labor won't be the same. I bet you won't be happy. Yeah, money is great. The lifestyle is great. But there was something about Melody that you liked. There was something about her that was special to you. And now it's gone. And I'm not going to tell you that there's no connection between you and Ariane. Yeah, there is. It's truly there. There is no denying it. But it's not the same, is it? She ain't got what Melody has, does she? Because for whatever it was that she lacked, she propped you up and she made you look good. And you had money. You had the lifestyle, and people envied you. You took care of your family. It was all there. And then you ruined it because you couldn't let go of Ariane. And what did Ariane mean to you? It was good sex. Anything else? No, just that. Good sex. That was all it was. And you made it mean more because she stroked your ego better. She made you feel good. But did she really know where all of your power came from? Because if she knew, she sure turned a blind eye to it. Because if I were Ariane, I wouldn't have made any waves if I knew that my baby daddy's wife was the breadwinner. She truly believed all of the bullshit that you were spewing to her. And she really thought that you were the breadwinner and you were the prize, when really all along to both of you, it was Melody. And it's sad. It's sad because you and him, baby daddy, and the public are finding this out at the same time. It's sad. It's really sad. And you're just trying to hold on to this man because you don't want to be wrong. You're just trying to hold on to this man because he told you some things. And they've got to be true. You couldn't have wasted 10 years. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have wasted 10 years of your life thinking that everything this man said was the truth. Because everything that this man said is falling like a house of cards. And baby, you'll be lucky to keep the shirt on your back. Isn't that sad to come to this realization? And now he's hitting you with a different story. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that during the divorce, when baby daddy thought he was going to get custody of them kids, he thought that there was going to be some guaranteed child support coming in because surely Mel's too busy to take care of all them kids. That was the thought process, wasn't it? Wasn't that what he decided to spew to you later on when he was divorcing? Don't worry about it. It's all going to work out. I'm going to get the kids. I'm going to get this child support. I'll still be able to take care of you and mama and brother and everybody else that I'm currently taking care of. No worries. And then there was time to worry because it didn't quite go like that, did it? No, it didn't. Those kids are split equally between the two. And you know who has residential custody? Mama. Mama has residential custody. Oh, Melody wins again. Y'all just don't know what to do with her because she is cut from a different cloth. And y'all ain't even close to the material. You can't even be the scissors, baby. Mm. So that happened. Now she's playing the fill-in mom because Mama Marlene is upset with Martell because her house is gone. And she's probably been downgraded to an efficiency apartment or less than that, living with a relative she really can't stand and probably ain't seen in a long time. Her sister, her cousin. Hell, if your mama's alive, she probably staying with grandmama. And nobody wants that when they had their own home and they was doing their own thing. Wasn't she a lunch lady or a bus driver or something? Honest work. Good, clean, honest work until her son came along and made her believe things that were not true. If she had enough sense in her head, she would have told you to cut your shit out. And I believe she tried to. But you a little hothead, aren't you? Martell. You a little hothead. You don't discriminate on who it is you'll be combative with. And I won't even say words that are stronger than that because that's enough. Especially when you're dealing with your mom. That's enough. There's no need to go any further than that. There's no need to have used use of stronger words than that. I'm quite sure she knew you was crazy. And it didn't matter that you were her mama because of your upbringing with him. Anyway, I wish you all the luck in the world, and everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone. But in the midst of you being happy, leave Melody alone. Let her be great where she is doing what she's doing, and you just need to make another one since you had such a strong hand in making her. Elevate Ariane to her greatest and highest potential. It's a project. It's going to be difficult because of the mess you made. She's actually a casualty in your fuck shit and then decided to be a participant in it. And so now that's why she gets the backlash that she gets. But even still, there's got to be something you can do with her if you made Melody the success that she is. There's got to be a way. This rice is good. Anyway, that's one thing that bothered me. It was a little bee in my bonnet. I had to get that off my chest. Do I care that Ariane is playing stepmom without the title, the actual official paperwork and ring? I don't care. Because it's just more shit that she's falling for that's being spewed from Martell's mouth. So that's her putting herself in a position, in a predicament that she's choosing to believe. And we've all been there, haven't we? Haven't we had a boyfriend, a husband, a fiance who has told us things that we wanted to hear? And then we found out later it wasn't the same thing. It's not really how the story ended. He ain't really have the shit he said he had. He couldn't really do the things he said he would. And we wound up picking up the paces, picking up the slack, or leaving flat out. And like that, just leaving. Bye. We've all been there. We've all been an Ariane at one point in our lives. Maybe we were not a side chick, but we all believed in our man. We all thought the moon and the stars revolved around him until we knew better. Unfortunately, baby girl, Ariane, she knows better. But he keeps selling her these dreams, telling her it's going to get better. She's going to be a star. We're going to have our own show. We just got to get our numbers up. Hey, say Mariah's name a couple of times. Act like this isn't the last day that your actual child is going to be here before she goes back to live with her father, because that's where she lives. Can't tell me otherwise. And it's what's best for her, because you are not working at your best right now. And she needs people who are working at their best and focused on her best interests. And you're not doing that. So kudos and shout out to her mom, stepmom, and her dad, who are thinking of her when you are not. It's sad, but it's true. Sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true. Moving on, because that's, and we all can see it. We see the writing on the wall. She's being used. Am I right, ladies, gentlemen? Them, they, her, them, her, he, all of the above, all the pronouns. Am I right? She's being used because he don't know what to do. And Mama Marlene said, I'm done with you, Martell, my son. Love me, love you, but I'm going to be over here. You going to be over there because where's my house at? And I'm sure she didn't get to keep none of that money. Martell did. Hey, Mama, I'm going to invest it. We gonna be all right. I'm going to put it in this account. I got this deal working out. I'm about to finish off this house. And you can come stay with me, Mama. Just hang in there for a little bit. And that's all she heard from him and hasn't seen him since, I'm sure. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hasn't seen from him, hasn't heard from him since. Probably what's best for Marlene anyway. Because whenever he come around, bad shit happen. Or he asking for something. Whew, child. Now, let's get into this Lakeith thing. So, this Lakeith thing is precarious. And I feel that it is precarious because not that I am this very popular person who is to know everything that there is to know about everything, but I ain't never heard of this man until this particular review of the old lady gang. And if I'm being honest, I'd like to know where exactly this came from. Like how did this come about? And if I'm being honest, I feel like there is a low-key smear campaign against Candy. Because currently there are a lot of rumors swirling around that her and Todd are separated, that Todd wants a divorce and there isn't anything that's going to change his mind. Yet they've been seen at various functions. It could be a smokescreen, maybe not. But this Lakeith character. So let me just say this. I feel like what he's doing could be very beneficial to African American restaurants. But I also feel like if your goal is to big up, draw attention to, make people aware of hot, up and coming, or places that people may have wanted to test out but are not around, maybe are not sure of, and would love an opinion on it. Great. It's great. In that aspect, it's great. However, there is also a consequence when you decide to give a bad review. There's more to it than just saying, oh, the food wasn't good. And in this case, he kind of went in on Old Lady Gang. And let me get this straight. He was upset because he didn't want any special treatment, and he received special treatment after sending family members in. Yeah, that happens. You're definitely overreacting just a tad bit, Mr. Lakeith, whoever you are, or wherever you came from, and all your viewers. You are overstepping, sir, because that is just the way of the world. You knew the power that you wielded because of the amount of followers that you have and the amount of people who have seen you and understand what you do. So you knew they were going to look out for you and give you special treatment. You knew that. You knew that. That's why you sent your family in. So having known that and sending your family in, even if you were a regular person and you were not someone who reviews restaurants as an influencer, you knew that if you went to Red Lobster even, there could be an hour wait. You knew that if you went to Longhorn, there could be an hour wait. There's typically an hour wait anywhere that you go. And you also know that as a celebrity, If you were J-Lo, you'd get in under 10 minutes. If you were Puffy, you'd get in under 10 minutes because there's just not a tendency to make people like that wait. And so you used this against them when it could have happened at any restaurant, anywhere that you went and were recognized. So to single out Old Lady Gang is, it's unfair. And I feel like you did them a disservice when your platform is basically to big up African American places and I would just say popular restaurants. We won't even put a race on it. You did them a disservice because they did what any other restaurant would have done, period, if recognized. So I just don't like all the hype that this is getting. And it isn't as if Candy herself was the hostess for the night and seated you herself. It was her restaurant. It was a business that she is the face of with her aunts and mom, but she doesn't deal with the day to day. That's what the manager does. So she gets this backlash and this heat thrown upon her because she's a celebrity. Isn't that like a hypocritical thing happening? Whereas if it was a normal person who owned a normal restaurant that no one knew, would this be that big a deal? Because it happens all the time. So I feel like this is unfair to Candy. And I feel like Lakeith is overreacting because this could have been any restaurant where the hostess recognized you. She was just doing you a solid to get you seated. She didn't know you didn't want special treatment, and you certainly could have said so. But you didn't. You accepted the accommodation. And then maybe somewhere along, being seated, looking at the menu, deciding, your conscience got the best of you and decided, no, I can't do this. It's not fair to other people, but let me blast the restaurant so that Candy gets the heat for it, even though she wasn't probably even in the state. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Period. Point blank. Let's move on. Candy had nothing to do with it. It was her staff at her restaurant. Nobody died. Nobody got food poisoning. She didn't get a bad health grade from a health inspector. She basically seated someone who likened to be a celebrity or an influencer. That was it. Like, there's bigger things in the world going on right now than Lakeith and his hypocrisy. Get out of here. It's way too much. Those were the two main things that I saw that I wanted to speak on. And so I welcome you in the comments to give me your opinion. Do you think it was too much? Do you think 20 was put on 10 in this whole Lakeith thing? Do you think that Martell is using Ariana like everybody else does? What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, comment, and share. And the Cash App is there because it's definitely Scorpio season and my birthday is coming up. All right, y'all. Bye.